ep.2 of SquaaCasr. I am today's host, Twizted Goon, and I have two guests with me, Irish2K and Erdmana. But first, before we get into the introductions of those two nitwits, I'd like to have a very special shout out to basically the brainchild of this SquaaCasr. His name is Horizon 2K. We call him Coda. He's our personal friend. Um, would love for you guys to take a second to look at the beautiful artwork that you're seeing throughout the entire show. He has done every single one of these, from the design to, I mean, he just does phenomenal work. And when we do have him on the show, we are going to have him explain what exactly he uses and what his inspiration is and all that fun stuff. But without further ado, let's get into the show. Like I said, I have two good guests with me here. I have Irish2K
Hey, what up, yo?
and I have Erdmana.
Yo, what up?
All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about games. Now, when I say games, it's everybody's like, "Well, what do you mean?" Games in general. I mean, because to be
The
honest with
broad
you,
topic.
it's a broad topic. Yes, very much so. There's video games, there's board games, there's card games, there's games just flying out your wazoo. But I'm going to talk about a couple categories, and the first one I want to bring up is a precursor to video games. Now, I know it's hard to imagine for most of you a life without video games, but there was a time that there was no video games to be heard of. There was arcade, and for me personally, before I even got to play video games as a little kid, I remember standing up on a bar stool in a bar. Yes, I was in a bar. Don't question it. It's
It's
very
not that shocking.
it's a
I'm questioning it.
it's a very spotty history. Let's just move on.
Your name
Uh,
is
but
Goon.
I was playing games like Pac-Man, Asteroids, pinball machines. Like some of the best stuff that I had from my memories of a childhood was playing arcade games, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, like all of these really cool games. Now, did you guys ever play a lot of arcade?
I'll
Wow.
let you go first, Herb.
I, huh. See, when I was a kid, my parents were kind of like against video games. This was before they were almost normal to like the millennials. But I really didn't play. No, no.
Wow. I
Yeah.
honestly, dude, I feel bad for you. I mean, because
I played Rush. I remember, like, if I ever went to like a pizza joint that had like a couple racing games, I would play stuff like that. But
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, Rush was a pretty good game.
I guess
Uh,
I guess we're going to talk about the original like arcade style games that we
yeah.
initiated with. Probably Frogger's my first.
Okay.
oh man,
Oh, that's
Um,
some old school.
oh yeah, like, not that old school Frogger, but like arcade style Frogger. And then
Okay.
I'm sure you guys all remember this. You know, going to the Chuck E. Cheese, they had the X-Men fighting game.
Oh God,
That was
yes,
one of my
yeah.
favorite games. It had the four-player board. It was
yes.
huge. You can
Oh
get
my
Oh,
bunch of your
God.
okay.
buddies and
Like
stuff.
Primal Instinct kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, with like the
Yeah.
handle and the two buttons. Yeah, that was probably arcade wise. That was the first game I ever played. Um, the only thing I can remember about that game is being Wolverine and
Yeah.
fucking hating those giant fuckers.
The fucking
I don't even remember
Sentinels.
their names.
The Sentinels.
Yeah, the Sentinels, those bastards. And then Magneto would show up and throw
Yeah.
like a couple of cheap shots and then bounce off the screen. You couldn't hit him back.
Peace out,
And
bitches.
yeah, so it was. I think it was. Those games are really fun. As far as arcade goes, I'm sure your history goes a little further back than mine does, seeing as you played, Pac-Man with Jesus and whatnot.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I would have to say before I
No,
was
Jesus, the
adopted,
janitor.
before I was before I was before I was adopted, so I was probably 4 or 5. Um, see, the first video game I ever played was, I guess, Sonic on the I don't know
Oh
which
yeah.
Sega, but I remember my stepdad playing it, and I wanted to play, and he was like, well, he was a dick, so he this is actually a sad story, so I'm not going to tell the whole
Okay,
story,
yeah,
but
let's move on.
finally got to play it. It was fun, and I loved video games forever since then.
So, okay, that kind of bridges into my next question then. So what like okay, I for me the Sega Genesis was the very first console gaming console I got to play on.
Okay.
What was like your first gaming console that you got to play on?
NES.
The NES. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it was the. I'm assuming it was the Sega Genesis for that, but the first that I owned was a Nintendo 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, you jump a generation every time we start talking.
Well, like I said, my parents were against video games,
No,
and it
I
took
get that. I get
a
that.
Okay.
long time to convince
So,
them.
do you guys remember what was the birth of video game? Like console?
Yeah, Pong. Oh, for console?
Yes.
For console, it had to be Atari.
Actually, you're wrong.
No, it's in
Oh,
television.
it's
It's ColecoVision.
Kalinka. Yeah, that
ColecoVision
I
was
was
the
trying to think
very
of that. Yeah.
first console to come out that featured video games.
When the fuck did this become a pop quiz?
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not a pop quiz. I mean, it was just to see if you guys knew your
I'm giving
background
you
in
shit.
gaming.
I'm giving you shit.
But yeah,
So
so ColecoVision was the first to come out, and then very shortly after that, Atari came out, which obviously Atari was more superior because it had really good games like Pitfall, Pong, Donkey Kong, like all these really good iconic classic games.
which you look back
ColecoVision,
now and you fucking laugh.
oh
You're
my
like,
god, yeah, you
wow,
look at them like who the
a
fuck would
fucking
play this
7-year-old
shit?
could make this game.
Right?
Quite
But
literally, these days, a
ColecoVision,
7-year-old could.
ColecoVision offered games that Atari wouldn't even touch. I mean, ColecoVision was the very first to bring sports to a video game. There was a
Yes.
two-on-two basketball game.
The baseball game.
Then there was the
Oh
baseball
god,
game.
yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I you have to hand it to ColecoVision for being a visionary for two reasons. One, they were the first out in a console era.
Yeah, but as
Then
far as like a
yeah, they
relatable
weren't.
system, it was the initiator, and that's fine. But people don't when they go back this generation anyway, the people that are buying video games these days, they don't relate that system at all. NES is probably the first for a majority of the
God,
gamers these
do
days.
you know that it actually makes me sad that some of our audience won't even know what a Game Boy is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
They'll
understand?
tell you
Like
what a
that is
DS is.
sad. Like
Yeah.
everybody's all now it's the Nintendo DS. Dude, fucking Game Boy was the OG of
yeah.
Do you
that
remember?
shit.
Do you remember Virtual Boy?
Yes.
I
Dude,
have
that was like
no, I
the
don't remember
first
that at
time.
all.
Okay, so it was like basically the first VR system ever. I mean, it was made by Nintendo. You put this giant
Mhm.
thing on your head, and
Mhm.
you could
Do
play
you
video games
remember
in
the
it.
Nintendo fucking gaming glove?
Yeah, I
I
mean, it
remember that. I
restored
remember the
Soul, which
Power
was never
Glove.
really worked
Yes, the
very well. The
fucking
Power
Power
Glove,
Glove. Do
Yeah.
you remember the giant specialized fucking Nintendo controller that was like
Yeah.
literally set on your fucking lap and it was like a little mini arcade
The
battle?
stu- It
no,
was
I
the
do not remember
stupidest thing. I remember. It was basically a giant joystick.
Yeah,
that.
it was basically like taking your Nintendo and then when you plugged in the controller, it was like you had the
The arcade right in
the
front of you.
arcade right in front of you, the knob that you would turn and move with. You had your two buttons that you would, and they were fucking literally giant buttons.
Yeah.
All
Oh.
right, so
Are you done with your fucking
nostalgia
Are,
classic?
trip,
are,
yeah.
are we done with the history of gaming?
Okay, so
I
next.
already wrote a paper on this in like 8th grade. I don't need to
Okay,
go.
Yeah.
well, I don't care what you did in eighth grade. I mean,
Hey
honestly,
man, look, Atari came out when he was like 21, so it's a big deal to.
that fucking old.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
you.
Shit,
Oh
the
shit.
golden days, the golden days.
I remember when we did for fun. We
We
used to
walked
roll
up
sticks
hills
down the hill.
It's funny. It's
just to
funny that
play some pong.
like joking aside though, I actually that's something that I think a lot of the people who grew up with that they still I think it's a blessing that people can still go out and buy these systems. They're still out there. They're still
Yes.
in circulation.
Dude, did you
Maybe not
know?
being made, but they're still out there being bought. Like my dad and a bunch of his friends, probably about Jesus, like maybe I want to say 10 years ago, maybe. It's Jesus Christ, how much time's passed. But they this is a true story. They all got together. There's about 5, 10 of them. They got as much alcohol as you could possibly buy at at the age of 32, which I know that ages me, um, or makes me look weird. I don't know. Either way, so they basically got an Atari, a bunch of the games. Probably spent like $30 to get it all, just because that's it was shit. Nobody's buying it.
Right.
Um, and then they just got drunk all night and played Atari video games. I was sitting there like I'm sitting there with like I at the time I had fuck, what was the handheld game 10 years ago? Just came out too.
Game Boy.
Advance? Was it Advance?
Oh
Game Boy
yeah,
Advance?
yeah, Game Boy Advance.
I think was that still or no,
Dude,
was it
I started with the Game Boy Pocket. I am old.
no, I that wasn't my first Game Boy. That was just I upgraded eventually. But well or no, it was the remember the first double it was the foldy Game Boy. Is that the pocket one? One that folded? You
That's
could
the SP. No, I mean the
I
DS
think
to
I think
SP.
that was the original DS.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was the one I'm sitting there playing my fucking Donkey Kong on my little game, and over there they're playing that fucking tank game where it's like ink 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 ink,
Oh God,
and you're like
what is the name
shoot
of that?
me
What is the name of
Yeah,
that?
please.
that's not the
No,
DS.
it's not
You're talking about
Asteroids.
No, that's
Oh,
what they were playing on the Atari. The
Oh,
foldy Game Boy was what I was playing on my end, but it's cool to see that like what's my generation when I'm in the 30s, we're gonna get together with like a PlayStation. You know what I
right.
mean? Like, and, and that's gonna be our system that we goof the fuck off for hours on.
dude,
It's
All
when we
right,
have
guys.
kids, when
So
we have kids, the first console they're gonna get is like the PS5, 6, 7.
oh yeah, my kid. Like I think about my kids because they're gonna get into gaming. I don't give a fuck. It's too incorporated with social just behaviors
Well,
yeah,
it's
to not
normal
have a
now.
gaming. I
Yeah.
mean, hell, the whole reason that we're friends is because of gaming. So
Yeah.
exactly. I mean,
the future of
gaming
it's only gonna promote that even more.
gaming is literally branched people that would you would never even consider talking to. I mean, hell, people in different
Oh yeah.
states. Like for fuck's sake.
Dude,
I
I
mean, we're like the group of us that is
I
Squaw,
mean,
like literally encompasses the entire United States, and there's even a couple of us that are not even in the United States.
well, what's
I
funny
met.
is
Go ahead.
Twist and I are in the same state, and without this shit, we probably never would have met. And we're in the
Never.
same state.
In the
Have you
yeah,
guys ever? This goes into my next point, but have you ever actually met up?
No,
not yet.
Well, you should. And
no.
so what I was going to say is,
He's afraid I'm gonna kill him. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's
when I
yeah.
was when I was still playing World of Warcraft, I met this guy who was just hilarious. I mean, he would troll people for fun, like not threatening or harmful
Yeah.
trolling, just fun. And so I got attached to him, and I thought he was a riot. One night I was playing, and
Oh.
Gay.
I was
I love
I
romantic
was
stories. Go
drinking,
ahead.
and I said, "Damn it, hey Akraloth, can you help me find my phone? Here's my number. Give it a call so I can find it." So this guy is hilarious. Like, so
Okay,
he
come on, you're dragging
calls
it
me, I
out.
find
Let's
my
go.
phone.
Get
Hold
to
on,
the
all right,
part where
so
you get butt fucked.
for the next like 4 weeks, I get these random calls that are blocked, and it's just him, and he says something stupid, and then he hangs up. Finally, he calls and he forgets to block his number. So I go, now I got your number, Jordan. And so we start messing with each other. Next thing you know, he's flying out here, and we're hanging out like 7, 8 different times. Then I go over down to LA, and I visit him, and God, his sister is hot. But
And you got
you
butt
know,
fucked.
and now we're really good friends, and that never would have
Yeah.
happened. I mean,
And you
they always used to say, "Don't talk to strangers," and what
don't
was
meet
the
your
other one?
heroes.
You know that's a really cute. That's a really cute story that could have took maybe a
Yeah,
minute
we could
that you
we could have
dragged into 5.
you saved that. We could have saved that shit for the romantic comedy episode. You
Right. Oh
piece of
my
shit.
God.
Now
All
we're
right.
married.
So hold on. That's.
We've
All right.
adopted 3 black
All
White-
children.
right. Okay.
white-
Hold on. We have to. Jesus Christ.
White picket fence and 3 black kids. All right.
Wow. All right. We
Hey,
have
gotta
to
say
move
them.
on. We have
All
to
right.
move on. All right. So in the gaming world of video games, now we're in video games here. I mean, we kind of
Okay.
touch base with the console war and all that, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Series, genre, like, what is your all-time favorite video game series?
Okay.
Specific series, not genre.
Yeah. Series.
Yeah,
Series.
Okay.
like okay, title franchise is a better
Yes.
way to
Okay.
put it.
Yeah. Urban, I'll
Okay.
let you go first. Urbana, I'll let you go first. I thought.
Okay. God damn it, it's so hard to pick one.
Just
But if
well,
I had to pick one,
I have a list. I have a list
okay,
here.
okay. So I want to say, for a while, Battlefield really had my attention until they just kind of made it into another Call of Duty.
Hmm.
Fallout, I would say, is probably my number one franchise with sequels and whatnot.
Hmm.
Obviously, GTA is another great series.
Okay, pick one.
Okay, Fallout. I'd say Fallout is my favorite.
Okay,
Wow.
you
Okay.
go so just all in general, Fallout is your probably what you would.
Solid, yeah. Like I would never not buy a Fallout game.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. This and this is just kind of using it as a reference here. I want you to pick a franchise series that you could not go without playing out, that you would probably tell your girlfriend to piss off if she called you if you're in the
Fallout,
middle of it,
Fallout.
Okay.
and would probably say fuck having sex because I'm in the middle of a really hard part of this game.
Hmm.
I have over 800 hours on Fallout 4.
Okay, so Fallout 4 or Fallout in general is yours.
I'm not 800, it's like 400, whatever.
Irish, what do you got, bub?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah,
Nice.
hands down. I played from 1 all the way to 5,
Oh, you got to
all the
play
way
the
to
first two?
online. I played 1, 2, London, 3, San Andreas, Vice City, 4, and 5.
How was
And I
London?
played all the sub games too, like Liberty City Stories,
Oh
Chinatown
wow.
Stories.
Holy shit.
I played
Damn,
every single.
dude.
I played the Game Boy version of it. I played the
God
mobile
damn.
app version of it. I still have San Andreas. I bought San Andreas for my iPhone. Haven't even started it yet. That's how I'm geek. I
Wow.
want to spend. I want to devote time to it. And it's funny that you think about it because that game came from the overhead kind of like
Oh,
Yeah.
where
yeah.
Yeah.
the most you could do in
Same
that
idea,
game
but
other than
bird's eye
shoot
view.
people and steal cars is you could like burp and fart and shit. Like that was part of the fun of the game. And it was, back then it was a game where you did missions, but your goal was to make one gang happy. And when you made one happy, you obviously made one unhappy. So if you traveled into their territory, they shot at you. And then if you could have them chase you into your favored territory, and then the people in that gang would kill the gang that doesn't like you,
Oh
and
wow.
you could spend hours playing that fucking game, hours. And the way that it's transitioned over time, like if you were a diehard fan of the first couple of games, when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, you shit your pants because it was like that
Yeah.
was a third
That was
person
the first
Grand
one
Theft Auto,
Yeah.
but I
and
had
that's the thing.
all of them
I
afterwards.
feel like you missed out.
Okay, okay.
Like that's because
All
if it
right.
started
Going
at
back to
3,
buying
you
the
truly
first
can't
two.
appreciate that series.
Right. I agree with you. Grand Theft Auto is a really good one.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
I want for me, I'm going to do an honorable mention.
If you fucking say COD.
I'm not going to say COD. I am, however, going to say a branch of COD.
Okay. Oh
COD
fuck.
sucks.
No,
If
no
you say, oh wait, oh I know what you're gonna. Go
zombies.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Zombies.
No,
The
that's the worst
zombies.
zombie game
Hey, you
ever.
had your moment. You shut your face.
Oh, we're gonna shit
Zombies,
all over yours.
you can
Go
I'm
ahead.
shit
ready.
all over it. I don't care. To me, playing zombies was fun. It was a challenge. It was
Hmm.
oh, you got to this level? Well, I got to this level. And then you're fucking competing with your best friend and you're screaming at him like, I can fucking do better than you. And then, like, when that wasn't good enough for you, you all got together and you fucking played and then you fucking screamed at each other if you fucked up. I mean, dude, it just got so immersive and it strived like, I gotta beat this level, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I need to find the Easter eggs. I mean, it gets you in there. That's my
Boo.
shut up. That's my
Hermano, let
honorable
me go
mention.
first. Let me
That's
go
my
first.
that's my honorable mention. Now for
Honorable mention. Okay.
my franchise that I have played, I would say at least every game,
Okay.
except for maybe the newest one that came out. Maybe because I was mainly fed up with it at this point. Was
Hmm.
Resident Evil.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good
Never got
one.
into
Dude,
this.
I
That
mean,
was a
from
good one.
From
Yeah.
OG Resident Evil, Director's Cut, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil
Oh
3,
yeah.
Nemesis. I mean, I played all of them. And I even played the shitty ones that were on the fucking Wii. The
Yep.
fucking Rainbow
Yep. Oh
Chronicles,
my.
which was a rail shooter that sucked ass. The
Yep.
fucking Umbrella Corp, which was
Yeah.
absolute shit, but I still fucking played it because it
Yeah.
was Resident Evil.
I heard the new one's really good though. I've heard good
I
things
heard
about
the
it.
new one is going to redeem itself. The Resident Evil was it 7? I think that's what it is. Resident Evil 7 is
Yeah.
what the new
Did you
one that's came out and
did you
it
see they remastered the first one?
Dude, I'm just
yes.
glad we're not talking about Final Fantasy. Jesus.
Oh dude, one of my all-time favorite games
Way to
came
go, hermana. You
Ah,
fucking
damn it.
idiot.
came this is going to branch into the next. What is your absolute favorite game? And I'm going first.
Game? Okay.
Yes,
Shit. Wait,
mine.
we didn't even get to bash on your whole.
Yeah, hold
Well,
on.
you
Don't
can,
no, you
no,
don't
no,
get
no,
to
no,
do
no,
that.
no, no,
Fuck
no, no,
that
no,
shit.
no, no. There's no bashing zombies. Zombies is good.
Dude,
Multiplayer,
we can bash whatever
fucking
we
Oh no,
want.
I'm
multiplayer is
America.
absolute fucking a zoo. Okay, it's fucking retard, fucking foul mouthed little ignorant children that constantly fucking think that they're the
Can
king
you
shit.
really complain
I
about foul mouth when that's like all you do?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
you
like
know
our
what?
that's our thing, Twisted. What are
Where
you
the
talking
fuck
about?
do you think I got it from? Is because I started out as a goddamn
Dude, hold
COD
on. Let me
player.
just say one thing. You claim that that's your favorite zombie game?
No, I didn't say it was my
No, no,
Okay,
no, no, no.
favorite.
okay,
He just said
good.
his.
Okay,
Well, he
good.
said first of all, he's. Let
I'm
me clear something
saying,
up. He said honorable mention, so he didn't say it
okay,
was his favorite. He just
but
honorable mention.
but I
So
gotta
let
say,
me.
dude,
Go
even
ahead.
even in the game itself, it's so repetitive and pointless, and there's no story, there's no atmosphere. I mean,
You
it's
haven't
just
played the
Well,
zombies. You haven't played zombies
there's
in
a
Black Ops
story.
3. There is a
Yeah,
major
there's a
story.
story now.
There's, I
okay.
mean,
Well,
original zombies. The when it originally started, like
dude, I played once
War at
all
World,
the way up to Black Ops
fuck,
2.
Here's
World at War. When it
yeah,
originally started, there was no storyline.
yeah. It was just
Black Ops 1 is when it started a little bit of a storyline. Black
yeah.
Ops 2 got completely fucking retarded with the
Yeah,
storyline.
that one.
Yep.
Okay,
But
so
but
Oh
here
no, no,
in
no.
Black Ops
I'm ready
3,
when.
in Black Ops 3, the storyline is fucking amazing.
That's cool. So let me just let me just say something real quick. So the only problem I have with zombies is I get why it's addictive. That's one. Let me clear that up. It's addictive, but
That
it's
was
not
my
a
original
good.
point. That
But
was my
it's not a
original
good
point.
game. It's
thank
not a
you.
good game.
Neither
It
is COD. Okay,
Here's
next
the thing.
topic.
It takes arcade style shooting and plays at your emotions by putting zombies in it. That's the only thing it does. And then on the side, take another side to it. Every year that a new game comes out, they try to overcomplicate shit and make it unfucking fathomable. Like now there's aliens and shit involved, and it's like, what? This is called zombies, is it not?
Okay,
And now you have aliens. Like
with
what?
the aliens are actually they're not really aliens. Okay, you were
Well, it's
just
not a
calling them
fucking. They're
alien.
not.
They're part of the storyline from the actual story of
What are they?
zombies.
Oh Jesus!
But
I
whatever,
can't.
whatever.
I can't.
Okay,
It's too much fucking talking and not enough. Not enough. Like here's the thing. Call of Duty
next
sucks,
topic. All
but
right,
like at least Call of Duty has a legitimate storyline. Like the Call of Duty
what?
game, not zombies. Call of Duty game has a storyline. You're playing through the story, not
Campaign is not bad.
campaign's amazing.
Yeah,
Campaign
Have you
is where they
fucking
invested their
played
money, I
Black Ops
think.
3?
yeah,
Fucking
dude. I've beaten Black Ops 3, Black Ops
How is
2.
that even an amazing story? You're fucking telling me that we're in what was it said in fucking 2050 something, and it's the fucking
Yeah,
suits and blah 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 and the fucking AI intelligence
Dude,
or
they
fucking
gotta change
no,
up at some point.
it's a dumb storyline. Like
So you're saying the
even
multiplayer
fucking
is better? The run and
no
gun bullshit
no
is better?
no. I'm not
he likes
saying
the
that.
storyline of the multiplayer. 14-year-olds telling you that they're gonna fuck your mother.
Anyways,
I'm gonna
whatever.
kill you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we get it. Fucking COD
You can
is
move on. You
cancer.
can move on. You can move on.
COD is cancer.
Yeah,
All right.
let's get to
Okay,
another better
You said
topic.
favorite game, right? Favorite game.
And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going with
Okay.
mine. And this is
Yeah.
from the Final Fantasy franchise,
Oh,
and it's a
Okay.
very not very well known game from Final
Okay.
Fantasy. It was Final Fantasy Tactics.
Wait. Question: was I alive when this game came out?
Yes.
yeah, you were
What
alive.
year?
I think it came out in 97, 98.
Okay. I'm not gonna go any further. Keep going.
But
Why do you
it,
like it? Why do you like it?
because it was very unique in the style of play. It wasn't like the traditional up into the point or even after of how Final Fantasy was ever played. Like you actually developed your characters and you can train them in different classes, such as you can make them a bard, you can make them a ninja, a samurai, fucking rifleman. Like you could and you could change them through the game. Like if you had one guy that was like, "Well, I don't like how he's turning out like this." Well, okay, now I want him to be a summoner. Now I want him to be a wizard. Now I want you could branch and build the character however you wanted him to. And you could do that with the entire party.
Mhm.
You had one main character, but yet everyone in the party that you ever had and you could literally have an endless party because you could recruit more people. You could like send them off to do whatever God knows what missions, And like, I mean, just the storyline was so immersive. It was such a huge world for what that was able to put into that disc. It was just so much content, and it's a
Okay.
really good game. And a lot of people don't know
I
about it because it's not the Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 832.
I did like seven
that game will never
actually.
die.
Seven was
No,
cool,
it
but
won't.
then it just got
I
friggin'
was just I was
hey,
actually just gonna say that I dabbled with 7, and I never played it before, never played it after, but I dabbled with 7.
can
It
I
can't.
tell a
Okay,
very hold
Final
on, let
Fantasy.
me
No, I
this
mean
is on the
just to.
topic of Final Fantasy. Let me
Okay,
say this very
but
quick.
I know that you mentioned 7. Tactics came out after 7 because there was a Easter egg where you can get Cloud from 7 in the game. So it came out after 7.
So
Okay.
do you know why the game is called Final Fantasy?
No, honestly, I don't. I never
No.
looked into
Okay,
it.
Go
so it's
ahead.
a very interesting story. So I can't
Okay.
remember. Square Enix was going out of business, and they wanted to release one more game before they shut down their company. So they called it Final Fantasy. But it turned out to be such a hit that they just kept making them, and it ended up being their biggest franchise they ever developed. And I think
Holy
that's pretty
shit.
cool.
What a
Uh,
fucking game to bring up on this show. Good job, Twisted. Good job, Urban, with that
thank you, thank
fact.
you.
Hey, I brought it up.
All right,
No, I say Twisted
Erdman,
for bringing up the game, and you for
Erdman.
bringing it up.
Real
Fact.
Yeah.
quick, real quick. What's your all-time favorite game?
Oh Jesus. I'm
That's
gonna
fucking tough.
let him go first. Let him go first.
I'll
Five.
go first. I
Okay,
already have mine ready.
Irish. Irish. What is your all-time favorite game?
San Andreas.
San Andreas. Really?
Yep. It was a
Okay.
great representation of, because I'm going to stick to my guns. If I say Grand Theft Auto is my favorite series, why would I say anything else is my favorite game?
Yeah, that's why I'm
Well,
But
putting
see,
it
anyway,
next to
even
well, hold
though
on. Let me make a couple points. Let me make a couple points. So San Andreas, it was a reflection of the early '90s in Compton and Los Angeles and San Francisco and Vegas, and it painted a story that white America, which is who bought the fucking game, let's be honest,
hmm
didn't know and didn't care to think about, and it was beautifully done. It had some of the top rap R&B artists, actors. I mean, Samuel
Dude, the
Jackson's
voice
fucking in it.
actors were incredible.
Yeah, I mean the game. I mean, there's so many fucking famous actual actors
Yeah.
um, in the game who
I'm just
do
gonna
voice
tell the
acting.
audience, if anyone listens to this, look up the list of voice actors in that. You'll be astonished as to how many
It's
actual
nuts. It's
A-list
absolutely
actors were
nuts.
in
Yeah.
that.
And the main character, CJ, it was the first Grand Theft Auto where you could alter his appearance. You could change his clothes. I mean, you could do it in Vice City, but
His
not to
weight,
this
his
extent.
dude, you can make them fat. You can make
Yeah,
them
Yeah.
you could be fat, you
muscular.
could
You
be
can
tall, you
work
could be
out.
skinny.
Yeah, I mean, you could do.
San Andreas was the first game where you could actually alter the entire outfit head to toe.
You know what
Vice
I
City,
actually.
you had generalized outfits like a suit,
You know what I
a
did like
construction
about the
worker, etc.
franchise of Grand Theft Auto was the fact
Let
that
you
you can get a hooker. You could fuck this hooker.
way
And
to
then
pick
you
And
the
can
kill her
one
and get
thing
wait.
your
that
money
And
back.
then after you fuck the hooker, you can beat the shit out the bitch, kill her, and get your money back.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Dude,
free
I will
fucking
say like
sex.
I feel
I
like
gotta agree with you.
that's like the initiation of every Grand Theft Auto
I gotta
You
game
gotta
is to
kill a
see how
hooker.
that plays out.
You
Yeah.
gotta kill a
I gotta
hooker.
agree with you, As good as GTA 5 is, San Andreas was by far the best because it had three cities that I'm very intimately familiar with. Two of. I mean,
Yeah.
LA and San Francisco. I'm 30 minutes away from San Francisco. I've been to
Yeah.
LA. I've been to Vegas, and it was incredible to see San Fierro and all that stuff done. And it was a great game. It
And
definitely
honestly,
was.
in my opinion, aside from being the best game I've ever played, probably the best storyline in a game I've
It was
ever
good.
seen.
Yeah,
And
it
the
was
Grand
a
Theft Auto
really
was
good storyline.
very, very, changing the way that storytelling is done by having the three character model. But even then, I still don't think they touched San Andreas because the ending of 5 made no fucking sense to me.
Oh, don't
Like,
tell me I haven't finished it.
I'll let you go. You'll figure it out. You'll be like,
And I definitely
why is
finished
this
San
the end
Andreas
of the
too.
fucking storyline? Anyway, I'll move on.
There's wait, in the end of at the end of Grand Theft Auto 5, there is
No.
multiple endings.
Shut
Don't
up!
tell
Shut
him.
up! Shut up! Why would you
No,
do
no, no.
that?
I know there's multiple endings.
The,
I've played all of them,
okay,
but none of them make
I'm just
sense to
saying
me.
there's
That's the thing.
multiple
I don't
endings to
get
the
why they
game.
chose those routes. But I just want to touch back on something you said earlier when you brought up Resident Evil being your favorite like series.
Yep.
As far as like I just want to mention, like you did honorable mention, I have an honorable mention too. As far as like scary games that I absolutely loved series wise was Fear.
Oh
Oh
yes.
yes, dude!
Oh my
Fear
god,
one.
dude, the first Fear game. Oh,
Oh, that
Scared
scared the
the
pants
shit
off
out
of
of
me.
me.
dude,
That
I.
little
Oh my
girl
god,
is
Alma,
fucking
Alma
terrifying.
freaked me out,
No,
dude.
you okay?
And then the ending, oh,
Hmm.
Real quick, Erdman. What is your all-time favorite game? I
it's
got two
Erdmana,
more
bitch.
whatever. We got two more categories, and we got to hurry it up. So come on.
All right.
There's no fucking time limit.
I guess I kind of have to agree with him. If my favorite franchise is Fallout, I'm going with Fallout 4. I mean, there's three different endings. I've already beaten all three. The
That's the new one,
customization
right?
of
Yeah, it's
yeah,
the
the
newest one.
Okay.
customization of like towns now is incredible.
Yeah, I do
The
like
only
how you
way
can
they could
like
make
build your own
now
place
it's
and
my turn.
customize it
Shut
however
up.
you want. I was
No, no, no.
agreeing with you.
The only way that they could make this game any better is if they found a way to add multiplayer to it, like co-op. That would just blow my mind, and you would never see me again because that's all I would be doing.
Yeah, besides masturbate. Anyways, moving on. Real quick, just short, sweet. Don't give a long explanation. What is the worst game you ever played?
Oh shit.
That's a tough one. Um, do you have an answer, Twisted?
Yes, I do. Worst game
Okay,
I
you go
ever
ahead and do yours.
played.
I'll think about mine.
Worst game I ever played is on the flip side of zombies. The worst game I ever played was playing COD multiplayer.
Well, there goes my answer.
Jesus. Do you have? Are you married to COD? Because this is the kind of relationship that a marriage
I
has. It's
love
like,
you, but I hate you.
I
Uh,
love when you
I
do this,
love
but I
playing
hate you
zombies.
for this shit.
I love playing zombies. I fucking loathe playing multiplayer.
I believe that. I believe that's a good answer. I appreciate that answer. Um, worst game I ever played. That's a tough fucking question, man.
It is tough because I don't
'Cause
buy games I won't like.
yeah, for real. Like I haven't had a game that I was just like, this is shit.
Damn.
Fuck, man.
Does it have to be PC?
No, I think any console or anything.
I guess so.
It doesn't have to be
I
boundary.
might
I
have
mean,
to
it
go
could
like
be.
I might have to go back like in time or something. I can't even fucking think.
That's tough. He goes, make it quick, and that's like the hardest question of the night.
Yeah, no shit. Um, worst game I ever played. Holy fuck, man. I guess I literally can't fucking think of an answer to that question.
What about the
Uh,
least favorite game you've played?
how about this? I'll give you this answer. Probably the game that had the most hype that I thought sucked complete dick was Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Huh.
Okay.
I never
That
got
game
that.
had a lot of fucking hype, and I thought it was dumb. They made the controls like way too fucking easy to the point. Like the one thing I loved about Assassin's Creed, which by the way, second favorite game series. The one thing I love about Assassin's Creed from the first one is there was actually a level of skill required to do the things that Altair had to do. But the further that series came on, it seemed like the fucking controls and the gameplay style, you could do it in your fucking sleep. Like if you were good at the game, you didn't have to try any fucking more. And to the point that I think like I don't know if they were pandering to smaller kids playing the game or something, but it seemed like they just didn't try. Like uh, Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, fuck even 3, and then Brotherhood, and the one right after that I think it
Black
was
Flag.
Black Flag. Three
Yeah,
was my
that's where I
favorite.
stopped.
Three was
I
my
didn't get Black
fucking
Flag.
favorite. I will play Assassin's Creed 3. If you told me I could play one game for the rest of my life, I would play Assassin's Creed 3. Period.
Wow.
It's not my favorite, but it's so fucking engaging,
That was
and
the
you
one
could
where
just
you could
keep
start
playing it.
coloring. You could buy dyes, right? Like color your.
Yes. No, no,
Yeah,
no. That was
that one
Brotherhood. That
was
was
my
Brotherhood.
favorite of
That
the
was
ones I
Brotherhood.
bought.
3
Yeah.
was the one with the Native American assassin.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Erdman,
Oh
have you made
god,
up a decision here?
worst game I've ever.
You could steal my idea with like biggest hype, lowest payoff.
Well, okay, this one might be one you've never heard of,
Okay.
but it did have a lot of good hype and it has still a lot of potential. But Stranded Deep, I would say, is pretty fucking boring.
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've ever played
I
it.
mean, I'm really
No.
big fan of survival games, open world survival games specific.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what? No, that just reminds me.
There
Daisy,
you go.
biggest disappointment ever. I am a huge Daisy supporter. Yet all the hype, all the this and that, and oh, we're gonna add this and we're gonna do that. Then you play it, and it's literally like running simulator 2014. Like, okay, if I join,
Yeah.
if I bring, let's say I brought you two in with me, then it can be fun.
Yeah.
But at that, it's just I even reinstalled it the other week, like last week, just to try it out again. It's the same old shit. You're running around, then you die of starvation, then you're running around, you have no idea where you are. It's just no, fuck that.
All
It's
It's
right.
no.
it's a time-consuming game.
All
Like
right.
it's
Yeah,
you'll do more
it was
not
better
fun shit
before
than
it was
finishing it.
standalone. When it was still a mod for Arma, that one was dope.
What what was the game that came out after that? I feel like there was another game similar to
H1Z1,
Daisy.
which was a little better. It did.
Better? Okay. I
It
was
was
actually I
better.
was just wanting to know if you thought that was better than Daisy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I
Okay.
would still play
So
that if. Yeah.
we got Daisy for Urbana. We got Syndicate for, or sorry, Assassin's Creed Syndicate
There you
for
go.
Irish, and we have any COD multiplayer game for me.
I don't know. World at War wasn't too bad.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Before all the fucking little knuckleheads came in running their damn mouth,
Yeah.
War to War was
Before they
good.
were born.
Right. All right, so let's move on. There are some games that are either A, just recently came out, or B,
Okay.
soon to come out. Out of these games that you know of, what is the biggest game that you're dying to get your hands on?
Okay.
I've
Okay.
had this answer written down and circled like 9 times.
He's just sitting there circling a
All
Yeah,
word.
right,
I'm
well,
literally I'm under
you go
I'm
first.
The whole page is black now.
yeah, right. I actually have an orange pen. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yes.
Is it going to be for
Yes.
PC? Please tell me it'll be for PC.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I just know that they're announcing all the facts in August,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna fap reading about it.
Oh my god.
All right, Erdmana.
Okay, so I've recently become a huge fan of the horror game genre. Like I like to get scared. You know, there's something about it
Oh,
because
dude, who doesn't? I mean,
I
that's a
mean,
good
movies don't
feeling.
Me.
scare me.
What the fuck
Shows,
is wrong with you?
horror shows aren't. I mean, they don't scare me, but they're really good. The movies are just usually okay. Like, whatever. We're not talking about movies. I'm really interested in trying out this new Silent Hill game. That
Oh,
it has a
yes.
playable
I thought they
playable
canceled it.
teaser.
They're it's back on. From
It
what I've been heard, it's
is
back
Norman
on.
Reedus still doing it?
No.
Wait, there was Jesus. I didn't even know it wasn't. What?
Oh yeah, dude. It was a big fucking thing. Like Norman Reedus was at the end of the demo,
Yeah,
Well,
and then
yeah,
all of a sudden like, it was
it
what do you
was
canceled.
mean it's back on?
it was PT Silent Hill
Yeah, the
PT.
playable teaser,
Yeah. Well,
and that thing scared the crap out of
I
me,
know,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was fucking awesome.
You
But
were playing as Norman Reedus
yeah,
I
in that
but
know.
that demo.
as far as I know, that got shelved, and
Fucking Daryl.
they're redoing it, and
I
Oh,
know.
it
I knew
is.
that that project was back on, but he moved on to a different game.
Yeah, I think he backed out
Wait,
of it, which is
what?
one of the. I
Yeah.
think that's the reason they ended up pulling the plug on it because he ended
Oh
up backing
no.
out of it.
Oh, that
Which I don't
sucks.
fucking blame him.
I mean,
So,
that would have
all
still been
right.
pretty.
So you're thinking the new Silent Hill. You want to change your mind out of recent events here?
I guess I'm gonna have to. I mean,
Rip,
shit.
did we rip? Did you rip your fucking heart out in that movie?
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Oh, what's that? What's that open world Tom Clancy game? Ghost
Ooh.
Recon. The open world Ghost Recon.
The
Ah.
They have
Division?
the biggest. No, no, no. God,
Oh,
I already
I was
have
gonna,
that, and
I was gonna
it's
say.
totally boring.
I was gonna say
If
that.
anything,
That's a shit
I'd go
game.
back and use that as my all time like so overhyped but so freaking repetitive, boring grind.
Yeah,
But my cousin constantly asks me to play with him still, and I'm just like, dude, when they add PvP that's legit, I'll play. But right
Yeah.
now it's just
Are you talking
Alright.
about Ghost Recon Wildlands?
yes, I think that's what it is, and it's a
Yeah.
huge open world. I believe it will be multiplayer.
Yeah. It is.
And it looks amazing. Like the landscape, the
does.
graphics, the mechanics, the physics. Oh my god!
So I have been waiting to talk about this. This game
Oh,
has literally once I even caught a whisper of this game, I literally got a hard on.
All right.
It is the
You
new
get hard-ons pretty easily,
the
man.
new
Yeah, really.
God of War.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
but-
Oh my god, this
I
Fuck.
game
on a console.
Erdmana,
This-
if you're gonna say one negative
No,
thing
no,
about
no,
this, I
no.
will
God
cut
of
you.
War is an incredible game.
This
I
No,
have-
the
game-
new one. It
the-
looks.
no,
fucking
it is
sweet.
so beautiful.
Oh
and
my
from
god.
what
They made him
I've-
look normal.
Yeah, because he lost his powers. He's
Mhm.
human now.
He's mortal
Yeah.
now.
He's mortal. And not only is he mortal, he has a son.
Yeah, it's all about his son now.
And just from what little bit I did get to see of this game from gameplay, oh my god, dude, I cannot wait to get my hands on this game because it's not just your fucking Kratos. You are
I think you play
essentially
as his son,
you
right?
play you interact as both of them. Like you give
Oh,
commands to your son, and you have to follow out those commands that he does. Either it's a fail or you pass, or
oh,
you.
cool.
I mean, it is a very situational game from what I've been seeing, and the storyline is driven based on how the interaction between Kratos and his son is.
Hmm.
And I mean, just the fucking world they're in is beautiful.
Dude,
Yeah.
that game is so. I remember
The
playing the
mechan
first two.
the
Oh my
mechanics
god.
is so much
Oh
better
yeah, well you
than
could fuck bitches.
Oh yeah.
the
It's
mechanic.
banned. It's actually
Okay,
banned in a few countries
the
because of that.
mechanic system is so much better now. Instead of that, oh look, let's repetitively hit this button, then this button, then this button, and then mash the shit out of this button until you
Yeah.
get it done. No, it is so much better now. Like the game, I just cannot wait to get my hands on this game. It is
When
going
does
to
that
be
come out?
magnificent. I don't think it's not slated to come out until either the end of this year or the beginning of next year, which is
Okay.
unfortunate because this game needs to come out now. Like,
Yeah,
and
that's a great
I'm
series.
not even kidding you guys. When this
Dude, do you
game,
remember when you have to fight uh Zeus and
yeah,
all the other
Oh
gods, and
god,
then
yeah.
you have the Titans
Hmm.
supporting you?
that's another game that I played every game of was God of
Series
War.
wise,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me do a little because I wanted to do a little shout out here because there's a lot of series out there, man, and there's
Oh
some that
God,
just
yeah,
get underwhelmed, like or don't get mentioned enough. Like for me, Need for Speed was probably my favorite racing game
yeah.
from
Need
it,
for
Never
from
been
its
a fan of racing
inception.
or fighting games except for
Well,
Super
no,
Street.
and I'm not either. But Need for Speed was the one that really kind of because you got to think Need for Speed came out and it was like the only competition they had was the Fast and Furious movies. Like that's serious. They just dominated.
Do you know they made a
And
movie of that, right? The Need for Speed movie.
yeah, and they fucking killed it. They fuck save that conversation. Save that conversation. I would love to talk about
Bad
that.
movie.
Save it. Um, Chief is somebody who will be on the show in the future, and I know a game that he absolutely loves is I keep fucking forgetting the name of it. What's the game where the guy's like the treasure hunter?
Oh god,
Uncharted.
national treasure.
Uncharted. Uncharted.
Oh, the
Uncharted.
game.
The
Sorry.
game. Why the fuck would I bring up a movie? Uncharted. Chief, Chief, huge Uncharted fan, and if he was here, he would go fucking ape shit talking about that. He would have agreed with you on Resident Evil, by the way. But
Oh God, yes.
and it's just that there's just so many games. Like I'm looking at like a list of like some of the series that have been around, and I mean it's crazy. It's unfortunate we can't talk about them all, but I mean we've talked
Best
about
sports
so many.
series would be Madden,
Madden, hands down.
Dude,
hands
do
down.
you remember dude, my favorite part cuz I played Madden 64 all the time on the
Yeah.
God,
N64.
do you
My
guys remember
favorite
fucking
all-time.
Techno Bowl?
Wait, hang on. My favorite all-time part of that game.
Stop aging yourself. Anyway,
Super
Uh,
Techno Bowl, best football game ever.
my favorite part of the Madden 64 game was you
okay.
could run your players into the goalpost
Yeah.
and they would fall down.
Yeah.
Or
My
you guys remember Blitz?
Yeah, I
yeah.
hated that game.
That game just pandered to violent human
Yes,
beings.
I loved
And
it.
then you could like unlock secret Mortal Kombat characters.
Yes, yeah. I love that game for what it was, but
Oh, I
as a
hated it.
sports game, it wasn't that great. I did
Yeah.
like what they did with they tried to bring it back and made it so there was a storyline associated to it, like
What?
you were playing in prison. But here's the flaw in the game, and I exploited it very early on, and you can ask Chief about it one day because it was against him. Um, there was a certain like field that was covered in snow, and I'm not making this up. You could dive, slide 20 yards, stand back up, slide again, get another 20 yards, and be in the fucking end zone. And the
I
first time I
didn't know
figured it
that.
out was on accident. I hit the wrong button,
I
and
can't
I
believe
thought I was down, and so did Chief. So he stands back up. I start moving around again, and the defenders are chasing me. I'm like, no fucking way. So I dove again and slid all the way into the end zone. I was like, you're so fucked. And I beat the shit out of him, and he got so mad because he couldn't figure out how to do it. But Blitz was a fucking it was what it was. It was meant to. it was meant to appeal to that Mortal Kombat fan in
Yeah.
everybody. But speaking of Mortal Kombat, that's a fucking great
No,
series.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, I mean, I don't disagree. I just don't like fighting games, but I do
Mortal
like
Kombat
the story.
was good, but there was a couple of them that just
I love
you
what
were
they're
like,
doing now with it,
eh. Yeah, now, oh god, yes,
with
now.
adding like Predator and Jason
Yeah,
and
Leatherface, and yeah,
yeah.
no, trust
Have
me,
you seen the characters they're trying to add, like the few Freddy?
they
Yeah,
got
Freddy.
Freddy. They got Freddy in there.
They need
They
to add the alien, or did they
that
already
just
They
do that?
they
did.
did add aliens in
Oh
there.
Jesus
Alien
Christ!
You
Predator.
can Mortal Kombat fight Alien versus
Alien
Predator.
versus Predator.
Yeah, there's Alien, Predator, Freddy, Leatherface, Jason. Oh God, there's
There's like a
more.
random one too, isn't
You know,
there?
that was a. By the way, I don't know if you ever played this, but that was another really good 1990s game, and I'm not talking about the 2010 reboot. But Aliens vs Predator 2 was
That was a
incredible.
good game back in
I
the
mean,
day on
you would
Sega. It
start
was a
off
really
as a
good game.
face hugger if you're on the aliens, then you'd have to like get something. You know, there's a whole series of evolutions that you can choose, and then, oh, dude, that game was so good.
All right, well,
Okay.
I think we're definitely out of time.
All
But
right,
Pretty much.
let's
I,
say our goodbyes.
yes, it
This is
has definitely been fun. I'm glad that I got to be on another episode with you guys and talk a bunch of random shit about random shit. Uh, but it was definitely good talking to you guys. Thank you, Irish and Erdmana.
I like
Absolutely.
Say your goodbyes.
I did. I like trees.
He likes trees. Um, Goodbye, world.
Yeah. See you guys later.
All right, with that fucking ending, peace out, people.
Yeah.
Deuce.